party is sick. Dude, bro, this party is sick. Dude, bro, this party is sick. Dude, bro, this party is sick. Dude, this party has like 5 different kinds of nachos. Whoa, that's off the hook crazy.
5 different nachos.
5 different nachos.
5 different nachos.
5 different nachos.
Let's train to Awesome Town. Come on, everybody, won't you party with me now? Let's train to Awesome Town. Come on, won't you party with me?
Dude.
Let's train to Awesome Town. The roof is on fire, gonna burn it to the ground here. Let's train to Awesome Town. Come on, won't you party with me? Party with me. Party with me. Party with me. Party with me. 5 different nachos.
All right, you are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. How's it going, guys?
It's going.
Going pretty good.
I'm Caleb,
I'm Rachel.
I'm Jake.
and in today's show, we will be talking about movie news, and later after that, we will talk about Nintendo stuff
And
Nintendo news.
other gaming company news
and
as well.
other different assorted gaming company news.
Yep.
And then we will have your nerd vocab and tech news thirdly. And fourthly, we will talk about cons, different conventions and stuff going on.
You mean local ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, kind of. And then after that, we will, if there's time left, we'll talk about random stuff.
Yes.
All right, here on the Nerd Edification Hour. So it's been a very interesting week for news, kind of. Like, not interesting as in like, wow, amazing. Interesting as what? Like, it's just, it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
it's a weird week.
It's a little odd.
All right, so first up, we will have movie news. And did you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger has cleared up any confusion over whether he will return for the next 2 Terminator movies?
He's
'Cause-
getting a little on in years, though.
Long in the tooth.
So, I mean, it's great that he's going to be in it and all, but I'm not sure how I feel about that yet.
Well, I'm sure, with makeup and stuff like that, he'll pop up.
With
But
makeup.
He did say, he said, of course, I will be back because I am Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He didn't exactly say that.
He
but
said we'll be back.
that's a interesting impression.
With
My
weapons.
headphones are just totally crackling.
Yeah, mine aren't
It's-
going either.
It's
Really?
terrible.
Can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Thank you. There we go.
I don't know. Is that good? You guys?
Perfect for me. I can't hear out of the right ear, but that's fine, I guess.
Neither
Huh.
can I.
Well,
I think
that's-
these jacks
How about
have
now?
about had it. It's fine. We'll figure it
This
out.
is a
I don't know.
common theme.
It happens a lot. They either work or they don't work so well. There's no in between.
Well, enough about technical difficulties. So, yeah, he said he'll be returning like for Terminator 6 after Generations,
yeah.
which is the new Terminator thing that's going to happen.
Also in
Wow.
movie news, you guys know about the Suicide Squad, right? From DC?
Yes.
With the Joker, Harley Quinn, all them. Well, Margot Robbie, you may know her as the actress from Wolf of Wall Street with
Nope.
Leonardo DiCaprio. She
Never seen
is
it.
a gorgeous woman, I will tell you that. And she is going to be the most perfect Harley Quinn. She literally, you know what Harley Quinn looks like in the Batman games?
Yes.
She looks like that.
Oh,
The jester outfit and everything.
Yeah, it's so good. So good.
so
Will
good.
she have a hammer?
I don't know, but she's going to look great. And so she's confirmed that she is signed on to play Harley Quinn in multiple Warner Brothers movies. And she's going to first play it in the Suicide Squad as opposite of Jared Leto's Joker. I'm not sure how I feel yet about Jared Leto being the Joker because I love Jared Leto. He looks great. He's awesome. He's a great actor, very versatile, and he has these really crazy facial expressions. So I think he'll make a good Joker, but I have to see him in full makeup first.
Everyone is always so critical about their different jokers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who portrays
the
them and
makeup
how.
has to work. It just has to. The film is directed by David Ayers, and it's going to hit theaters August 5th of next year. So I'm excited.
It's pretty soon.
Because I love superhero movies just in general. Even if they're DC, I'm more of a Marvel girl myself, but I have a soft spot for the Joker and Harley Quinn and all things that Batman.
I don't know. I kind of like both DC and Marvel, although, like, I think Marvel is a bit cooler. Like, cooler.
Cool.
But, I mean, I still like DC, like, Batman, Superman.
He's a man of reason. Caleb.
As someone did,
Green Lantern.
as someone once told me, DC's a little more gritty when it comes to their comics. Marvel, while it can be gritty, they have a lot of camp too. They like to put humor and corniness in there, but I guess a good bit of that is Stan Lee's doing. He started it. He got the ball rolling. And I think lastly in movie/TV.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this, so Rachel, you can go. You can
You never watched the Pee Wee Herman movie as a child?
No. That's the word of the day.
The word of the day is. So yeah.
No,
Yeah, but it's Netflix has named a director for the upcoming Judd Apatow produced Pee Wee Herman movie, which is going to be called Pee Wee's Big Holiday.
Netflix has become so cool.
I know. Okay, Netflix is the hero that everyone deserves as well as the hero that everyone needs.
a new hero will rise up to save the day.
I mean,
Netflix man. Will come.
Not only do they have their own original series, but they're also taking on series that, either got canceled or whatever. I think Parks and Rec got their finish from Netflix. They brought House of Cards over here. Hemlock Grove is awesome, and that's their original content. Orange is the New Black is extremely popular. The new Marco Polo series is awesome, and now they're doing a Pee Wee Herman movie.
I love how seamlessly when mailing discs and DVDs out to people became less popular, they just sort of seamlessly transitioned. Okay, instant downloads.
Yeah,
that was so perfect.
They saw it coming,
and then Blockbuster died, and it was like, Netflix is still around.
Yes. Go Netflix. Good guy Netflix. And and they're doing The Legend of Zelda, supposedly. They confirmed the film will debut exclusively on the streaming service in all of its territories. Productions actually begins next month with some guy named John Lee. He did the movie Inside Amy Schumer, whoever that is, making his feature film directorial debut. The script comes from Pee Wee himself,
Oh, wow.
Paul Rubens.
Yeah, it's like a tag team effort on their part in making the script. So
yeah, so I think that's really awesome. And regarding the film, the chief content officer, Ted Sarandos, said, "We didn't hesitate for a moment knowing that Pee Wee's Big Holiday was such a passion project for Paul and Judd, and we're delighted by the opportunity to introduce such a beloved character to a new generation. We are thrilled to bring our viewers around the world the wonder of Pee Wee Herman." So I'm sitting here like, okay, part of me wants to be like, okay, Tim Burton, because I think if I recall correctly,
What?
Hold on a second, because didn't he did direct the original Pee Wee Herman, if I remember correctly. Yes, I think that was part of his thing. I think he had something to do with that, because whenever some people bring that up, they always talk about Tim Burton. I don't remember why. I'll have to look it up. I might be wrong, but okay. A part of me wants to say, if, Tim can't do this new Beetlejuice sequel, give it to Netflix.
What do you mean can't?
Like,
I thought it was confirmed.
It is confirmed, but, with timing and all that nonsense, sometimes things happen. It happens in the film industry all the time.
The Avatar sequels got pushed back.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm talking
James
about.
Cameron's fault.
Yeah,
Whatever.
well, that's what these directors have other projects. They get busy, they get distracted, and if something isn't necessarily like high on the radar, which it isn't, I'm not saying that it isn't, but sometimes things happen. So what I think is they should, give it to Netflix to help produce, so then they have less work to do. And I think all directors and filmmakers should really think hard on that. And I think it would be a good way to get movies and TV done were it not possible to get it out in any other way. I just think it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I when I read this news, it made me think of that, and I was like, well, that would be cool. So.
And that's it for that.
Yes, it is.
Next up, we will have your game company news.
Including Nintendo.
Including Nintendo.
The inevitable
so
Nintendo.
Yes.
The inevitable weekly Nintendo news. And then the song is one Jake requested. Jake, can you please tell us about this song?
Yeah,
Since I do such a horrible job at
Give Up,
explaining
Give
it.
Out, Give In by White Shadows.
All right, and you are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio, and we will be right back.
And we are back on the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. My name is Rachel, and I have next to me my good friend Jake.
Yo, super cool. I'm Jake. Over here we have the Caleb.
Hi,
Caleb.
Hi, hipster,
The girls'
gangsta
room.
Jake. The girls' room, what?
The Amanda Show.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I'm
the
a foreign
Amanda
exchange student from Tennessee.
Oh my God. Talk about your throwback to the
Throwback.
early 2000s.
Gosh, Amanda
Dear
Show, that was-
Lord,
Woo.
that brought me back. Well, in this section of gaming news, we will be talking about Squeenix,
Squeenix.
as the fans most adoringly call them, and Nintendo. So let's begin.
Nintendo.
Yes, exactly. With a bit of Square Enix news. So, Caleb, you know how last year Koei Tecmo and Omega Force teamed up with Nintendo to create Hyrule Warriors?
Oh
vaguely
boy, do I
remember.
ever love that game. Takes so long to do anything. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
Well,
Love it.
some people may not know, but it's a mashup of the game Dynasty Warriors, the gameplay, and the Zelda lore.
I would have never thought it. I
Oh.
thought they were completely original
It's a
characters
mystery.
with completely original gameplay.
But
Okay.
today,
Caleb.
today, guys, Square Enix has announced a new mashup.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what? What is
Since
this?
that one went so well, let's do another one.
Well,
Yeah,
this
pretty
time
much.
though, instead of partnering with Nintendo, they're going to go the Square Enix route.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Enix.
So Dragon Quest Heroes is going to be arriving this year in the West on the PlayStation 4.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's already done and released elsewhere. At least
Really?
I believe so.
Will
Yeah.
there
Why
be
haven't
The
we
World
heard
Ends
this?
With You characters?
I don't know. Dragon Quest is a completely different series.
Yeah.
It's the art and everything is designed by the people who did Dragon Ball.
Oh, I thought we were doing like a whole bunch of Square Enix
Oh, no,
franchise
no,
characters
no.
like Sid.
No.
and
No,
No,
just
no.
Dragon Quest, which
As
means there will be
lovely
slimes
as that would be.
upon
Now,
slimes.
however, because this is going to be the one of the first ones that literally looks like, they have real textures instead of the overly cartoony look, there might be, say, some DLC costumes that have to do with Final Fantasy characters. So I don't know if they'll leave that out. But Dragon Quest series creator Yuichi Horii and series composer Koichi Sugiyama are attached to the project. So those are some, old favorites for the Dragon Quest folk. The title is going to be released, as I said, later this year. It was first announced during Square Enix's pre-Tokyo Game Show conference alongside a special edition slime-covered console. So the slime
Wow.
is a very...
Told you,
Nickelodeon
slime.
slime.
Well, the slime
No,
is
the
an
blue
iconic...
slime.
Amanda
yeah,
Show.
it's
Nickelodeon.
an iconic thing for the Dragon Quest series.
Oh, okay.
And Square Enix again. We have some more Square.
More
Enix.
Square Enix news.
They-
That will be arriving on the PS4,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes.
Only.
Yes, only. So I get it. These two boys don't.
Exclusive.
Well.
Sony.
Excuse me.
But so also they're teaming up with Marvel. What do you know? Square Enix is just doing all the team ups.
What a bunch of squares.
Oh man. Well, they have teamed up with Marvel, as I said, to release a reimagined version of Iron Man as a collectible figure.
I just want to say, I saw the picture. If you haven't, go look it up on the internet. It looks so awesome.
Well, I mean,
Looks like-
they've
it's
they've
like-
done stuff with DC in the past with the Batman figures.
Wait,
It's
is this a
called-
game or is this
No. It's a
It's a figurine.
figures.
A vinyl-
You can buy them at like say FYE and cons and
million.
stuff like that, and you order them. They're really cool looking. They're called the Variant Play Arts Kai range of figurines, and it just totally it makes them look like a polished ninja. Okay, that's what they're describing it as. There's a number of like special effects pieces that are included too, like the repulsor rays and the I don't know,
The
it's
jets
the
and
jet
stuff and the
emissions
missiles
and you can alter the pose of the suit at your whim,
I'm
which
always
reminds me.
kind of scared of altering poses on things because you don't know if it's going to break or not.
Well,
but,
I mean, if
just, like, careful.
if all the different poses that the Link figurine is any indication, then those posable things are pretty good.
Is it modeled after Robert Downey Jr.?
We'll have to ask Robert Downey Jr. Let's go on his Facebook and check. I'll
Hey,
do some fact checking.
Good friend RJ. Hey,
RDJ. Well, if
RDJ.
anyone,
Hey,
if,
RJ.
if anyone would know, it would be him. And if it is modeled after him, he's going to be like, "Yo, Square, give me some."
He's probably just
money."
going to say yes anyways. 'cause
No.
like, yes, of course.
He'll ask for money
course.
for it. Trust me. That's how RDJ works. That's just how he works.
That's how we roll.
So,
Okay.
So what's this about Nintendo?
Last up is Nintendo. So, have you ever wondered what Nintendo's structure is like on the inside?
With the building?
No, the company, like how
You
things
know-
are separated out and stuff.
I heard a rumor that their entire marketing department is run by capuchin monkeys.
Okay.
That's probably not far-fetched, but you know,
I don't see how it would be untrue.
Newsflash, in case you guys didn't know, the reason why we're not getting a whole bunch of new 3DS XLs and Amiibos, the reason why there's a shortage on that is because in the West Coast,
The West
in the
It was
West,
awful.
in the West, they are having they're having like a strike, a workforce strike.
A union?
Yeah, there's a shipping thing.
Yeah, it's like a shipping
It's
thing.
awful,
so
apparently.
all the boats
It's
with
over.
Well, let's get 'em
it's
some more
over.
money.
Apparently,
now it's over.
Let's get-
Apparently,
get 'em more
according,
pay.
yeah, according to Kyle, who's just informed me from the other room through the window, he has said that this shipping strike is over. But for those of you who weren't aware of this, that's why we weren't getting any of the Amiibos
It was
in.
kind of
That's cool.
they kind of announced it on the news like after our show was done, so we didn't exactly get to talk about it at all. But it's just like a follow up.
Yeah, well-
it's over though.
Yeah.
Revolt.
So
Revolt.
Well,
in case this
so-
is the only news source you listen to,
Yeah. Well,
It should be.
Apparently, yeah. So now, guys, this means it wasn't Nintendo's fault. I'm not sure if that makes it any better or worse.
Hey, Nintendo was the ones that ended the strike.
Oh, maybe
They went down there
you
and
know.
said, hey, free 3DSs for anyone who wants to just cut it out. Just get back to work
my
and give you some merchandise.
free
Oh my
Amiibos.
God.
Pikachu plush. It's all good.
Oh my
You
god!
remember that
Went back to
Amiibo
work.
that was like $500 on
Yes,
on
I do
eBay?
I
Here,
do
here you go.
recall.
Here's a free one.
I do recall.
My son will be so happy.
Well,
I don't know what
and
kind of
anyway,
accent was that. It was
West Coast?
the structuring.
the West Coast accent.
There is no accent for the West Coast.
I don't know. All right.
The structuring, guys. The structuring. Let's
Get back
reel it
on
back.
track.
Let's reel it
Reel
back
it back.
in.
Reel
Let's
it
reel it
back.
back in. But yeah, I've always wondered about the structuring. I know they've had to go through a bunch of different structural changes in recent years because of all the games they've been doing.
Tree house. What do they call that thing?
Yeah, the treehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, the treehouse. Yeah,
That's where they do all their secret
Brain.
their
stuff.
secret
and
development.
make ideas and then hide them away. It's like secret formulas.
I
and,
think I honestly think Reggie invented that place. Like I think that is
Probably.
his
That's
creation.
a
Yeah.
literal tree house, and Reggie plays.
It
in it.
literally, that's probably where his office is, guys.
it's a giant tree in Nintendo Land where.
But
anyways.
you know,
Okay.
they changed it in order to like streamline production of hardware and software and make it the best out of their resources. And how was it previously? You know, Caleb.
Previously, there were separate divisions for handheld hardware development and then the home console development, but now they might be merging these two divisions to make just one big giant
That's
video
good.
game Dreamland
Conglomerate.
conglomerate.
Well, I mean, I know that
Overlord.
in Japan on the software based like level, they've put all of the development groups for certain games under one roof so they can communicate and share ideas and help each other, which in itself is a really really good practice because then not say one group is having trouble and can't figure out well the code doesn't work, why not? Then they could hop on over to so and so's office and be like, hey, you're the code guy for this team. Our code guy can't figure out why this thing isn't working. Help us out, please, brah. So,
Bruh.
and I mean, their hardware team. I don't know if they're gonna be merging that in the same way. The handheld and the actual console stuff. I want to say that they're going to merge them as well because a lot of them are using similar software now as opposed to, say, when they still had the Game Boys and stuff out. Those were vastly different from what the consoles were. Now, graphically and just how they work.
Gamepad on the Wii U.
Yeah, they're a little bit more similar. So that in itself says to me that they can merge it. But I know.
But now they're making the quality of life
Merge it.
like kind of taking little pieces of each division, and then they're going to put them in the quality of life branch, and then from there they will make things happen.
Yeah, so they do have a new department, but I think it's a good time for them to restructure in a way that it'll help them, because the Wii U sales have been up, but they're not where they need to be, unfortunately.
Right.
But who knows? We'll see.
Who knows? We will see in the upcoming month, in the upcoming year, and of course we will do follow-ups and whatnot.
Oh yes, definitely.
But now it is time for us to take a break because I'm tired talking.
Okay.
I'm just out of breath. This next song during our break is "The Ballad of Serenity" by Sunny Rhodes. Sunny Rhodes.
All right.
And you are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio, and next up we will have your nerd vocab. Okay.
I was trying to say, oh, that's me.
Yes.
Welcome, everyone, to our Nerd Edification Hour Circle. Here on the one and only Alter Nation Radio.
That was really anticlimactic.
Hi, I'm Jake. This is...
And I'm Rachel.
I'm Caleb. Hello.
Welcome.
I allow him to do such things. So
I didn't know I was introing. I'm sorry.
I told you. I
Must
pointed.
have slipped
I
your mind.
I point things, and you're supposed to
I'm
respond.
sorry.
Well, on this segment, we have a nerd vocab. Jake, why don't you tell
Snap,
us?
that's my segment. I should have known.
Yeah.
I don't even... There it
It's
is.
in bold. I bolded it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, everyone. Today's nerd vocab, or this week's nerd vocab, I should say, is UI, or user interface.
What is that?
In information technology, the user interface, or UI, is everything designed into an information device with which a human being may interact.
Like main menus.
Or if you're playing a game and it has your health bar and your abilities on the screen, everything that isn't graphics, like the models and the textures, everything that is your menus.
It's how you
those
get
are
around.
UI.
It's how you get around.
Yeah, like on a computer, you have a user interface
The start
with
button
the things
on a computer.
Yeah, the start
buttons
button.
and stuff.
That is your UI. That's what a user interacts with in order to communicate with the program. That's what you click upon.
If you ever hear somebody say like, "Oh, that was bad UI design," you know what they're talking about.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
cluttered.
Or if you click something and the where you click doesn't do anything, that's also bad UI.
Or if you get 50 million pop-ups that you didn't want, that's bad UI.
That's terrible UI.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we thought we'd pair this section up this time with our tech news because there's a lot.
There's a lot.
So transitioning from Nintendo to Nintendo, because we do have a little bit of Nintendo technology news this time. Do you have a fondness for Nintendo's games but prefer Sony's controllers? What about you boys?
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you ask that
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, I mean, you like Nintendo's games, right?
Yeah.
But
Super Mario Galaxy is one of the best games.
how do you feel
ever.
about their controllers, though?
I like them.
You do? What about you?
I find them okay.
How
Wii
do you?
remote, nunchuck, gamepad. I love it's
I like
different.
the
love it.
gamepad. It's
I
pretty nice.
for one, for example, for say the Wii remote, unless I could use
love
the
it.
classic controller, I was very
It
not.
fits so well in the hand.
I was not so happy with the.
and you can hold it at your sides when you're playing. You don't even have to hold it up.
Yeah, I was not so happy with how that worked. Just because Skyward Sword, you had to literally swing your arm around, and my arm would get tired, and it was just the.
Oh, you mean motion controls and
Yeah,
stuff?
this specifically.
That's not so bad.
Did
I
you
don't know
try
why
Wii
everybody
Motion
complains.
Plus?
Yes, the only way it would work was with Wii Motion Plus.
Yeah.
But
Oh, my bad.
even then, it wasn't as good as it should have been. So everybody wanted it to be classic controller compatible. Which to say, if they re-released it on the Wii U shop, they could actually build in that capability to work on the gamepad, et cetera, instead of having to swing your arm around the entire time. But
So you prefer the gamepad to the motion controls?
yes, overall, but that's not what I'm talking about. If you have a fondness for Nintendo's game but prefer Sony's controllers, a Japanese company called Cyber Gadget has produced your dream come true. Their latest adapter actually allows you to play a Wii U with a DualShock 3 or 4, as well as most USB
Oh, wait,
PC
whoa.
controllers.
PC controllers.
Yeah. It's on your list, too.
I threw it.
Yeah, for
You
whatever
got
reason.
so mad.
I couldn't find it. I got frustrated.
But it costs
still
like
can't find it.
2,680 yen, which is roughly about $23 here in the States. And the adapter is about 6 inches long. It connects to your USB controller, which is also, the DualShock 3 or 4, to a Wii remote. But it's only in Japan at this point. You can order it in, but it can only be used on a Japanese console.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. Nintendo
maybe coming though.
Nintendo still region locks their consoles. Which
We're gonna not do region locks. Oh, just kidding. We're still doing region locking.
It's just beyond me. I can't. I don't understand. So Caleb, what's up with Trend Micro right now?
Trend Micro. 1 second. Man, hold on. I'm lost now. I'm lost on the list.
It's on the back of the first page. Turn that one over.
First.
Yeah.
I found it.
Tell us what's up about that, Caleb.
Welcome to Script Adventures. with
Script
Caleb.
Adventures.
No, it's more like we make a list. And,
Oh,
yeah.
there we go. Okay, so if I can speak, I can't even speak.
It's okay. I couldn't read
In
it.
2014, the annual security roundup for the security firm
Trend Micro.
Trend Micro. I can't even speak. It is not a good.
What's an annual security round? Is that like a conference? What is
Anyways, basically they did a thing where they reported on the digital attacks from that were attacked on Sony. This is like for their movies and their game stuff, both divisions, and it says that it may have costed them about $100 million.
So good job, Anonymous.
Good job, Sony, for being secure.
Well, I mean, it cost them that because of all the, like when PSN went down, when their movies got pirated and stuff.
PSN,
Thank you, Pirate Bay.
all the stuff that all the time lost and all the stuff, time that had to be repaid to Plus members for access, as well as games given for information that was either lost, stolen, or accessed, they had to repay. So that has to do with all that.
What was that one movie? The one with the North Korean dude?
I don't know.
The
It was
the interview?
The interview.
The interview. Yeah, that's it.
Kim Jong Un,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie that was part of a hack
the Korean dude.
because the North Koreans
Yeah.
hacked their stuff and they found the movie and they're like, no.
Well, they did know about it beforehand, but so that's what instilled them.
Oh
to
yeah,
hack
they
it.
said flat out, hey, don't make this movie, and they went and made it anyway.
Yeah, they said,
I mean, it was Seth Rogen and James Franco. What do you expect from them, honestly? But yeah. So that's what's going on with Sony on that point of technology. NVIDIA, apparently. Now we're on to the lawsuit section of our
NVIDIA
tech.
versus Radeon.
political stuff.
It's pretty interesting. They've been hit with a class action lawsuit that claims the company has falsely advertises its new GTX 970 graphics card.
Rachel, did you get it?
No, I haven't
No?
gotten a graphics card for my computer. I'm just using the integrated ones
I have
right
a
now.
GeForce GTX 7 something.
I don't need it right now. It's fine the way it is.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I have a really, really good expensive motherboard, Caleb. A really, really good one.
How much did it cost?
I don't want to say on the air. That's how much.
Okay, you can tell me when we go to break. Then
no.
I'm kind of curious.
No.
Yeah.
Very expensive
I want to
mother.
know.
In any case,
I'm not gonna
it is
okay.
marketed as having 4 gigabytes of RAM. However, its performance usage is only about at 3.5 gigabytes of allocation.
5 gigabytes. Oh gosh.
After which point it drastically reduces performance.
Yeah.
After 3.5.
Yeah. It's
Technically, it still is.
Technically, it's a lot. Actually,
that
5
is
gigabytes. It's a
for
bit.
RAM. That is a lot.
Yeah.
Coming from someone who has now 8 gigs of RAM, that's just sad.
All right, welcome to the section where we talk about Rachel's new computer.
Yes.
So how are you enjoying that? How's that going on?
It's good. I for those of you who don't know, my laptop died, and so I
Mine's
had to.
about to go that way.
It was something about its registry went kaput, and so it's dying a slow death, and I had to deactivate and uninstall a bunch of software to save a bunch of stuff, and so I built a desktop. I finally gave in and built a desktop.
Oh
and
yeah.
I have
PC Master Race.
no, not
don't say
really.
that.
No, don't say that. But
You will join us.
I
I
have
agree with you, but the wording of that, I don't
You
know,
will,
saying that
you
on
will
the radio.
join
is
us,
kinda-
and you will
I have,
understand.
I have what's called a showcase model, which means it's like open on the side. It's all see-through and whatnot, so people can look inside your unit without having to like take off the sides, which is really nice because I don't like people going in and touching my stuff. But that's just how it goes.
Plus,
but
it's not good for the computer.
no, it's not. It's not unless you know what you're doing. But yeah, so I just wanted to take that moment to be like, yay, computer. And it runs really nice. So there's that. Did you guys hear about Apple?
What? Apple? What about apples?
Well, they
Newton discovered gravity with it.
they got sued again.
Again? Oh,
I
darn
mean,
Apple.
it's Apple. I mean, what can you expect? I mean, they're one of the most popular companies ever.
They probably get sued
A lot.
multiple times
A lot.
every hour. So
A lot. I mean, so in any case, Apple recently was ordered to pay about $533 million for patent infringement. So this was after a federal jury in Texas found that the iTunes software actually infringed on 3 patents owned by a patent licensing firm called Smart Flash. And
who is this Smart Flash?
Yeah,
I
so
don't know.
Smart Flash had been actually asking for about $852 million in damages.
Yeah, that was.
But
a lot.
Tuesday night's verdict was still a blow to Apple. The jury, which deliberated for actually like 8 hours, determined that Apple had not only used Smart Flash's patents without permission, but did so willingly.
The scandalous.
So I'm just gonna say nobody.
So Smart Flash is rolling in the money.
You know what I think? I really think probably the head of Apple right now just probably whipped out his checkbook and went, and shrugged. That's probably what he did, honestly.
What do you want?
But-
Oh, okay.
But and
I
Some
use
change
more
out of his
than-
pocket.
I use more
Here's some
than
$100
that.
bills.
And
Just
prob-
ordering food.
oh, and probably internally he was thinking, nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
That would be like if Bethesda got sued,
I'm quoting Ben
because
Stiller
Bethesda is
here. But
notorious about such things.
I don't know, but companies like this
didn't know
go
that.
through lawsuits a lot. I mean, if you guys remember last year, throughout the summer, I think it was last year, Nintendo had to do with a bunch of lawsuits.
Oh, yeah,
We did
last
talk
year
about that
was
on the air. Like
crazy for
their
Nintendo.
Wii U interface got like. They got sued for that. They got sued for the whole motion control thing.
The Wii U interface, you're copywriting on your own copyright because that's the same thing that the Wii used.
I don't know, guys. It's just
Same thing. We're going to sue you
Copyright
for
on
using your own.
copyright.
No, to me, it's just if you are a really high-profile electronics or technology company, you're gonna get sued for something somewhere along the line. So these companies thinking that early on, get really, really good lawyers. And they pay them a lot of money. So, friends, listeners, people who are in law degrees, if you are looking at becoming a lawyer, go for this stuff.
Get paid
Go-
for every
go for,
phone
like,
call.
Go
yeah,
for the technology companies.
technology stuff, video
They'll
game
pay-
stuff.
You'll make bank.
like Bethesda. Oh my gosh! If you even use like the name, if you use even one word,
Softworks.
Fallout or Scrolls, they will hunt you down and they will
Scrolls.
find you and they will try to sue you, and it's just like ridiculous.
What's really funny is Bethesda is the name of a place as well, not only the name of a company, which in itself is pretty
We
funny.
should totally get that place to sue Bethesda.
No.
Did you hear about that tree that legally owns itself?
No.
Let's save that for our extraneous section.
Okay.
What? Okay, well, that's it for that
The
segment.
city can't tear it down.
Next up, we have what's next? Anime?
Convention and slash anime
slash
news.
convention/anime news, and the song is by Tom Petty, and it is "Room at the Top."
And the Heartbreakers.
It's okay. Well, it didn't say that, but okay.
Oh, really?
And the Heartbreakers, yeah, we'll do that. And you're listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio, and we will be right back. Okay, you are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. I'm Caleb. That's a Rachel.
Yes.
And that's a Jake right over there.
Hey, how's it going?
We're just talking about things. That's how it's going right now. It's good.
Hey,
all
talk
fun.
show. Good job.
Yeah. All right.
That's what we do. We talk.
So now for anime/con news, I think I want to cover the anime news first.
Okay, cover the anime news first.
Okay, well, apparently, game developer Sega, I know that's game stuff, but it's anime. Hold on, just wait a minute.
Sega and anime.
Will host an anime
weird.
cross Sega new project that is in the Anime Japan 2015 convention on March 21st. They will unveil it. Things will happen.
Okay, you remember how a few weeks ago I said that Sega should go into television stuff? Did they hear me? I expect
They might
compensation for
have.
this, Sega. I expect it.
Oh, you mean not an anime game? You mean a literal anime?
No,
Yeah.
like literal, probably anime.
Animu. It's
Yeah.
a literal animu.
About what?
Anime.
I'm going to call it an animu.
No, you're
Why?
incorrect. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. But yeah, you remember how like a couple weeks ago I said, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
Sega
yeah.
should just drop games altogether for a while and go
Yeah.
into television.
Yeah.
Hello.
They can
Hello.
they can help put us on the map. That should be the compensation. So, Sega, tell the world
I am a
about the Nerd
seer.
Edification Hour.
I am a seer. I predicted the future,
There's
guys.
profit going on.
Yeah.
But apparently in the description notes, the only thing that it mentioned was this one really, really popular voice actress, Nanamori Goraku lady. I'm probably butchering her
Give me a
name. I'm
character.
really sorry.
What kind of
No,
character?
no, these names are
but-
very difficult. I was like, oh my gosh.
She's from a bunch of different television animes, really popular over there. It will be in attendance, so that's good news. They're gonna get somebody popular there, which is nice. It'll draw in the crowd and maybe actually get this thing going. But this kind of segues into our convention news because this is taking place at a convention. How many people
Where's that?
know about PAX East?
Mega
kind
64
of.
is going to be there. Well,
It's probably one of the biggest conventions ever.
where's that? Like Boston?
Yeah, I think so.
Baston? Say it like that.
Boston.
Boston?
But,
Boston.
But Square Enix, our good old friend Squeenix, has announced its lineup for PAX East.
With a demo of Final Fantasy 15.
Well, not really, kind of.
Not a demo.
The demo will be probably out by that
Caleb,
time,
quit
I
laughing.
imagine, because I
No.
think
It'll be joyful.
Type 0 comes out at the beginning of next month. I think on the 21st, I believe, like midway through. But their lineup does consist of Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 14, which is the MMO, Just Cause 3, and the Life is Strange panel, which is their episodic release on the consoles and PC that they have out right now.
Life is Strange. Is that the one with the high school girl and it's like...
And you can
Thing.
control time, yeah.
oh, I didn't know about that part. But
Yeah,
okay.
well, in the Final Fantasy
Twist.
15 thing is actually going to be a panel with their lead game designers, Juan Hasmer and Pressert. Not going to pronounce that last name because there's too many letters. It sounds...
Oh my, yeah, right.
It sounds Indian.
It starts with a P, and then an R.
Yeah, but pretty much it's going. They're going to be talking about their experience with being on the development team for this one of their most long-awaited, most upcoming and excitable games, and pretty much I think the stuff available to actually look at and do stuff with is going to be Type O or Type 0 HD, which comes out next month, and then Realm Reborn and Life is Strange. So if you are at PAX East, keep a lookout for Square Enix.
There will be Moogles.
Because there's going to be a lot of Final Fantasy stuff there. And it's going to be awesome. I wish I could go.
Can't.
Well, maybe one day
One
when
day.
we get 1,000 followers and viewers, we can have a panel and we can talk to our fans and such, and it'll be glorious, and I'll be
right.
smiling.
It'll be fun.
I'll be smiling the whole time. Just
Caleb
Happy.
Oh my gosh. And Caleb, tell us about Twitch. What's going on with Twitch right now?
the massively popular video game streaming service site Twitch will launch its own convention this September in San Francisco because we don't have enough cons to go to already.
There's already too many.
There's so many.
There's a separate con for each genre, guys.
Ball pits.
There is a separate con for each genre. I mean, now there's Twitch.
And each subgenre as well.
Yes, there's just anime genres. There's just fiction and like science fiction cons.
And ball pit cons.
No ball pit.
We do not talk about that Dash Con.
One more hour in the ball pit.
We don't talk about that.
It's hilarious.
I mean, that was
Don't get on that tangent.
That literally was so bad.
Stop.
I'm not getting on the tangent. I'm
not
explaining something. Give me a minute, okay? Just 1 second. It was literally so bad that there were ribbons at other cons making fun of it. So that's why we don't talk about it.
All right, who's ready for year 2, DashCon?
Oh my God. Never
More ball
again.
pits.
Never again.
So
Never
shady,
again.
that whole deal.
That just was really shady.
All right, so the event will take place in San Francisco on September 25th and 26th at the Moscone Convention Center in downtown San Fran. And there are very few details beyond that so far. So
Don't you just love how
Kyle, what was that?
I don't know, but he pulled out the red phone. It's really suspicious. But I love how it's right when the school year starts. So we're going to have a convention at the end of September. So
that's a perfect idea.
No children could go. That's a good idea. That's a good point. I love that.
It's the best time to go to Disney World. It's right when school starts.
Yeah, but it's hot as all get out. Speaking of cons,
Rachel, you have something you want to share?
I'm actually going to a convention this weekend. For those listening locally and not on YouTube, or for those on YouTube and are local in our area, in Pensacola, which is about 2 hours from where we are right now. This weekend they're having Pensacon, and UWF is there. Yeah,
it's not at UWF.
No. It's at the convention center auditorium thing there. It's Pensacon. It's the Comic-Con for Pensacola.
I had an idea. Sorry, go ahead. I'll let you finish. I'll tell you my idea.
Oh my goodness.
He wants to start a con.
Okay, this convention raised like millions of dollars for the city of Pensacola last year. So literally, this thing has become so popular. Like the international airport there has for the entire month of February, it happened weeks ago, they actually changed their name to the Pensacola Intergalactic Airport just for the con and raising money for the con and giving special rates for those traveling to the con. So they said for fans from every universe. So they have a bunch of like Pensacon decals and advertisements, the gates, like their stargates and stuff like that. It's very nerdy. It's very cool. Restaurants in the Pensacola area are actually doing theme nights this whole week actually for Pensacon, and they're doing special dinner deals, and it's raising money for not only the con itself and making sure they get paid back for all the money they've spent, but it's also bringing in a bunch of business to Pensacola. So because of that, they've kind of like funneled everything toward this con at this point, which is awesome because there's going to be so much stuff available to do, and I'm really excited to go. I'll be leaving on Friday morning, and the con starts at noon. I will be dressed up all 3 days. So for listeners,
Is it the same thing?
No. On Friday, it's going to be probably something from, I guess, True. It's either going to be Jessica Hamby from True Blood or Lydia, so I'll be pretty easy to spot in that. Saturday, I will be the most easy to spot. I'm not going to say what. It's just I'm going to be a very iconic character and look for black and white stripes. You will know me when you see me, but I'm super excited. There's going to be all sorts of different panels to go to about Facebook reach and marketing, which will help us a lot for our page. And it's going to be awesome.
So wait, you're going to take pictures and stuff? You're going to put them on?
No,
page? Your page? What page?
No. You weren't listening because you were focused on your idea. Now I'm not going to repeat myself.
Okay.
He wants to print out like buttons for our show and have you pass them out at Pensacon.
No, I can't do that. That's not allowed.
How, Jay? Nothing is a surprise with this mind meld that we have
Oh, is
going
that really
on.
it?
No, I was
No.
going to say flyers.
No, you
Yes,
can't-
that's
you're
your
not-
that's your assignment.
You're
Your
not-
assignment is to make a graphic
Okay, I cannot
thing,
say to
print it
you
out,
enough
and
how
pass
much.
out cards.
No, I can't say to you
wanted
enough on
flyers.
how much that is not allowed. If you actually
wanted
go on the
flyers?
site and read the laws, you can't do that unless you're
can
one
sell
of the.
them.
No, you can't do that unless you're one of the vendors.
Yeah,
or
you
have
can get a
license.
vendor table. You want to get a Nerd
I-
Edification hour.
Do you know how much that costs?
It's like $300.
I think you guys don't
$150.
understand this
Just
at all.
stand right outside the con then. And we
so
we have to
shady.
spread our name.
No.
We have to.
It doesn't work like that.
Fireworks,
it
then.
doesn't work like that. I will be talking to you guys after the show on how all this stuff works.
Oh, I
'cause
know.
You're a
You
little.
don't need to-
Yeah, no.
Well, okay.
But
I
anyway,
don't
so
know.
if you're in Pensacola and you listen to us and you want to hang out, yeah, I will be there all weekend. It's gonna be great.
It's going to be meetup.
It's gonna
Spread
be
the word.
awesome.
Spread the
and,
word.
and I'll probably be in the market area a lot where all the vendors are and purchasing a lot of nerdy cool things. I for one am excited. I really can't wait. I want it to be Friday already.
Want to be Friday.
Yeah. So
Well,
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be it here for the Nerd Edification
Oh, okay.
Hour.
That's it.
Yep, that's it. That's
Oh.
all she wrote. And since I forgot to, I forgot to get a new song, new little outro song. I'm just gonna repeat one. So the Banjo-Kazooie Final Fight with the Witch. That was the one.
Sure,
You
fine.
can search
Sure.
the whole computer for.
Fine.
Well,
Okay.
anyways, till next
We
week.
could sing you an outro song.
Stay
No.
fancy.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye. No,
Have a
I
good
have
day.
a terrible singing voice.
Stay warm and stay dry.
And fancy, and spread our name. All right. Bye.